What is up? I hate this thing. I hate it. All right. Whew, man. You guys like you like that poster I got up behind me there? Little Grady. My boy, Chris. I was testing the settings there. I didn't know you could do all that shit. Look, I even got music in the background. Let me turn this background off. I don't. Should be able to. Virtual background. There we go. I can blur it. What does that do? Oh, that's kind of weird too, right? Yeah, it blurs other shit too. That's dumb. So what's going on, people? Waiting on my boy Troy to show up. I was testing out the timer thing. You guys see the timer thing? I hit live and then I hit the timer thing. So do you see me and then the timer popped up? Because that's dumb. Oh, I had to add myself. I didn't do that. Got it. All right. Anyway, I need to add a video. Some people have cool videos like intros and shit. I need to get an intro. Like for lives, not for my videos. I have that. I should just use that. Anyway, what up, babe? What's going on, dog? You slipping, bro? Yeah, I'm slipping. What up, Michael Morgan? Alex, what up, dude? Yeah, dude, that card's sick. I don't know why it was just like I went to select background. It was there. I must have used it once. What up, Jeffrey, Scott, Goner Eye, Dang Roz, Crispy Critter. What up? Buy me a hyphen to buy. Dude, you could have bought one like months ago. That's on you, brother. Pretty Fly. What up, Alice? How are you? What up? What up? Haven't played a game since 2000-ish. Haven't played a game in a while. God of War. I played the PS4 one. That one was good. I don't think I ever beat it though, but it was really good. Awesome. Get them Hanks out. They look good. What up, Parker? All right, I'm gonna scroll back down. I'll try not to miss shit, but you excited about that urban lefty like me? One more week? You think it'll be a week? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Please don't add your wife to the live show like some others do. Why would I add my wife to the live? She doesn't give a shit about knives. She is hot though, so what? You guys gonna throw me some dough if I get my wife up here? Shit. We just did our taxes. I need that money. Babe. Taxes suck. Yeah. Pony, baby. Pony's in the works, man. It's coming. The barley's coming too. They need to do the pre-order soon. I don't know what's going on. They're waiting because they didn't want to have a bunch of pre-orders at once. I don't know why this camera doesn't understand. Let me back her up a little bit and see if that helps. Oh, so it was me. Got it. Troy's here. What up?
What's up, man?
What up, dude? The people were asking questions. Taxes.
You got some questions already?
No more FF PayPal? What does that mean? No more FF PayPal. If they got rid of friends and family, PayPal wouldn't make any money.
Yeah.
I guess they don't make money on friends and family.
They probably don't make money on friends and family.
They do somehow. They gotta.
Yeah, I mean, there's different.
But if they tax us on friends and family, like that would just blow nuts.
Yeah, that wouldn't be great.
I get taxing you on goods and services, which my accountant taught me today that So there was that rule where if you got more than $600 goods and services total, you got a 1099.
Yeah, 1099K. I got that coming up.
And if you got like affiliate payments higher than 600, you got one. But apparently that got pushed off a year. So it's not happening this year.
Yeah, Josh has a good point. They charge a fee if you do like instant transfer. But even
No,
if
I
you
do that, which I
Yeah.
do every time because if I don't, I'm worried they're gonna steal my money.
Well, and even if you don't do an instant transfer, once you put it through, they're gonna get money on like the float and
Right.
the interest that it takes to get into your bank account. So
But yeah, dude, apparently you had to hit 20K on goods and services to get a 1099.
oh, interesting. Yeah, I got an email saying I was over 600 or something, so they're sending it over.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't get an email.
you're good to go.
Maybe do you have a business account?
Not yet. So I'm doing that. I'm switching my PayPal to a business account just for tax purposes. It'll be easier.
Weird, because I swear my accountant said they're not doing that now. The 600 thing. It got pushed a year. Or no, my accountant didn't say that. Fucking Patreon said that.
Yeah.
They emailed me and were like, yo, you would have got a 1099, but we're not sending one because they're not enforcing the thing. That doesn't mean that they can't do it. Like, they can still do it. They just don't have to do it.
Yeah.
So maybe PayPal decided, fuck it, we'll do it anyway because they're assholes and they don't like anybody. They just want to fuck people.
Yeah, they're not great.
Yeah, no, they suck.
Customer service is so bad too.
Dude, god awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's interesting that you got an email that you're getting one. That makes me wonder if I'll get an email that I'm getting one. But I avoided goods and services like the plague this year because of that. So
Yeah. Goods and services, I mean, it makes sense from a consumer standpoint, so I don't have a problem with it. I mean, what's 3% or whatever they charge?
yeah, it makes sense if you're a business taking money.
Yeah.
But if you're selling a knife, like, then it should be friends and family because you already paid tax on that knife.
And do you know the amount of hoops you're gonna have to go through to get PayPal to even like support you if anything went south? Like, good luck.
Yeah, I guess. But the whole point of people using it isn't really that, in my opinion. It's so they can use a credit card.
Yeah, that's
Which
true.
you can't do with friends and family. I guess you can, but you get charged a huge fee. So just because they're not sending you one doesn't mean you don't have to pay the tax. Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right. You can, like, you're still technically responsible to file those taxes. But it's like an honor system almost.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
Know.
Did you get your slip come in today?
Yeah, I got it right here. I gotta open it up.
Oh yeah.
I'll open it up.
I just
I'll,
knocked 2 more orders tonight, so I'll be sending those people pictures of the slips I made. So
Wait, say that again?
I knocked out 2 more orders before this live stream, so I'll be sending
okay.
pictures to the people of their slips. It came out pretty cool.
Sick.
Oh man, people are getting super creative with the colorways and everything. I'm loving it.
Yeah, the colors are awesome, dude. So yeah, I got this today. Kalen Blade Works. The Ari production runs came in.
Oh, that's interesting.
The pocket sword. It's not that big. It's like 3.6, but it feels fucking huge. I don't know why.
It does look really big.
Yeah, it's a sweet knife though. I mean, it's got really good action. D10, they dialed up on this.
I have my shaman next to me, and it looks bigger than that.
Yeah, I mean, what's a decent sized knife I have? Evo or GOM, I guess you know that one.
Oh yeah. Is that the blade from the one I sent you?
The one you what?
The one I sent you, is that the blade from it?
No.
No.
Wait, the one you sent me. What the fuck did I do with that one? I think I sold that one.
Yeah, the Veritas.
Yeah, I just sold it as is, I think.
I love that knife, man. Jacob hooked me up with a Veritas. I freaking love that thing.
He hooked you up with one?
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude, I love it.
I'm guessing it only had like 2 or 3 prototypes.
I hear it all the time. I mean, I bought it from him, but
Ah, okay. But yeah, these came in, they're shipping out, and he's doing a drop of these. So if you like bigger knives, this one's really cool. He actually gave me this. So that was nice of him. I was gonna pre-order one just to support. It's too big for me, really, but I was gonna do it just because he's awesome. I wanted to support the project, and he's like, "No, I'll just give you one." I was like, "You shouldn't do that," but he did it. So I went with the copper. That looks sick.
Who's making those?
QSP. Yeah, they did a good job on it. So I carried that today, and then I also carried the Raytheon carbon fiber. This is by far the best Raytheon in my opinion. What?
Where's the carbon fiber variant? Like, where'd you get that one?
PBK.
Oh, gotcha.
PBK Vegas has it. I think they're $350 or $370. It's a pretty pricey knife for the materials because it's 20 CV, carbon fiber, titanium inlay, but it's a steel liner. So it's a little weird that it's that expensive. Yeah. But after doing taxes, I'm starting to understand why these dudes are charging what they're charging. Like, so you hear that thing pop though? It's fucking.
Yeah, it's pretty loud for a whole carbon fiber knife.
This is the titanium one. I got all zerked out. Zerku-tied out.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth on ordering one of those. I just think it's going to be one that I end up not keeping. I'm trying to stop doing that.
It's really good, though. Yeah. Unless you flick it in your hand.
I'll wait till you post your full review.
It's already filmed and posted or scheduled. It just needs to come out. But I was going to sell this one because I don't need 2. I always buy 2 of everything.
Yeah.
But it's all Zerku tied out. If anybody's interested, let me know. I think I paid $350 for the knife, and I paid like $150 for the Zerk inlays, and then I paid, what were the backspacers? $85. So like, but you know, so I probably have $550 into this thing. So, and skiffs. I'd probably sell it for $500, but I don't know who's gonna pay $500 for a steel liner lock. But it fucking fired, dude.
Honestly, that's probably his only design for me personally that stands out to me.
So I've actually really liked other designs, but they haven't worked for me. Being left-handed, and the way he always does the clip bothers me because it gets all pointy and then the clip doesn't sit deep. But this is off the end. And by the way, this is how you mount a fucking clip on the end of a handle. Like almost flush back here with the screw, easily reversible.
Yeah, I really like
Everybody who does it has this screw sticking out like to here. I got 250.
Jacob, I might be going to the Blade Show. I talked to my wife about it.
What?
I talked to my wife about flying down to Atlanta to go to Blade Show and just kind of patrolling and rocking some Northwood stuff and just walking the floor and saying hi to everyone. It'd be cool to kind of meet everyone in the community.
Yeah.
I think we're going to do that. So,
sick. And I'll see you there, brother.
Sweet. Plus, I do a lot of trade shows for my day job, so I kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Nice.
Yeah, I carried this bad boy today. Probably not your favorite, but I love the Sea Otter, man.
It's a good knife.
I'm so happy. But
I'm just not a washer guy, dude. I got the custom
washers. It drops.
The what?
There's no blade play on this, and it just drops. It's insane. I love this thing, man.
I just don't like washers, man.
Yeah, and then I don't want to be that guy to you, but I finally got this.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got one.
I thought you were anti.
I was until I tried it.
He's off my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, after all the shit, I started, like, we chatted a little bit and we're good.
Yeah, I mean, it's so well made, man. I mean, I'm starting to like convert to like more washer knives. I just really enjoy them. It's a great game. As crazy as that sounds.
What up, Sharif? What's going on? Papa Loppin'. Yeah, I also got the Quiet Carry 9 this week. They actually sent me this one.
Yeah, that one looks sick. I saw that.
Yeah. They sent me the White Storm one, the first one initially to review, and then I passed that one around. It's going around. And then they sent me this one. They were like, you can just keep this one. I was like, fuck yeah. I'm all about that black with satin right now. I did put a little pressure on the lock bar because it's good out of the box. The detent's like just good enough. And it guillotines closed. But I prefer a little more snap. So I put a little pressure on it. So now it doesn't like just swing down, but it's still smooth as shit.
Yeah.
And I don't have skiffs in here because everything in its mom now apparently takes these 3/64th ball.
With those tiny ones?
Well, they're like in between.
Yeah.
That's like, so if you've ever had a knife, I don't know if anybody's a bearing nerd like me, but have you ever had a knife where you go to put skiffs in, and I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit. I kind of like it.
That's hotel lobby music, man.
What?
That hotel lobby music.
Yeah, I mean, you want something different? I got Into Space. I'll turn it up so you can hear it.
Dude, Corey won the lotto for Lamia. That's pretty sweet. You're gonna love it, man. It's. I get the hype.
I like, again, washer knife, just not gonna be for me.
If you don't like washer knives, then I get it. But if you like washer knives, like, it's so smooth and so well made, man. You just crushes it.
I got that custom Echo Laconico Lefty.
Yeah.
Fucking sweet ass knife, but the hole just was weird to flick, and then I couldn't get the centering right with good action. And the guy who sold it to me wanted it right back, so I just sold it right back to him. So it wasn't. I just can't do washers. I gotta stop. I gotta stop buying knives with washers, thinking I'm gonna change my mind. I never will. Yeah, Josh, he unblocked me like halfway through all that M3 nonsense, because we started talking, like trying to figure that shit out. Because I was curious, like, what the fuck is going on? Somebody was doing behind the scenes detective work. Trying to see if I got anything else in this week before I open that package.
I think
you guys saw the
Quiet Carry 9 that you just had. I think is probably my favorite so far. I mean, it just, the Nebula pops so well with the black handle.
Yeah, it does. It's an underused fat carbon too. You know, the Lefty Vero synapses are. I thought they were dropping tomorrow. I was wrong. But it is this month sometime, so it's coming. Oh, and then this is the one I want to show. I got in the Big Idea Designs tie utility knife right here.
Oh yeah.
I actually have a link for it. Hold on.
That would be kind of sweet to cut out leather with.
How do I?
They use an X-Acto knife for most of the cuts.
That's what I was thinking, was people who actually like cut shit with a utility knife. It would be good. I do want to talk about one thing real quick. Let me just grab the link. I'll put it in the chat if anybody's interested. And then I want to look up this. It might not work. Is it too big? Why does it gotta be such a big ass link?
Brandon said he puts skiffs in his hinder and they rattle just a little bit. Dude, I'm surprised he got on the work, because I tried skiffs when I had an XM18 and they would get stuck in the blade. They would not work.
Really?
Yeah, and I ordered a couple pairs of the right size. I don't know if the blade cutout was wrong or what.
I remember Taco Bearings was selling a size for those. And I wonder if that's, I don't know, specifically what. There's the link, guys. Sorry, that other link was all fucked up. If you use a utility knife, doubt you want one that bougie. I don't know. I guess that would be up to the people who, use utility knives. But here's the thing. The detent was pretty light on it out of the box. It's still not like great, but I put some pressure on it and now it works well. It has this like Vero style flipper tab. So if you just, kind of rip it, you're good to go. But it was a little lighter than I wanted. I did give them that feedback. Otherwise, it's fucking sweet. Like, it has a reversible clip. What I love about it is I can actually hold it in a grip where I can utilize this razor blade. Like, I can actually cut paper with this. I've never been able to cut paper with one of those like utility knife holder things, like the Ruck or the, what are the other ones? The Tyrant. I tried that little flipper one. This has enough handle and like a choil that you can actually like get a good slice in. I don't know how to explain that better, but I didn't think razor blades could cut paper the way normal knives do.
And my only concern about that would be like pinch grip, which pinch grip is what I use the most on cutting leather. You got to be pretty precise with it.
I mean, what would you? Because it's too long.
Comfortable. That's the only thing.
I guess you just hold it like this. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah. So you can hold it up in this choil and then kind of get like a normal slicing grip. Where usually on a utility knife, I'm holding it like, because it's so small. You're trying to like, and I just can't cut. I don't know.
And
I've never been able to cut paper. Is there any legit tungsten carbide razor blades available? That would be interesting. But yeah, anyway, then I wanted to talk about, somebody was saying that it looks just like the Pete's Pirate Life knife, which I don't follow that guy because I don't know, it makes me cringe a little bit just thinking about the guy. But everybody like loves him, so whatever. What was he saying? Don't tighten it past center. Just don't screw the pivot screw down past center. I don't know what that means. Like on this? I don't know. But I think the bearings in this were also the 364 fucking bearings. And I was like, God damn it, I can't even skip this thing. But it's good. I think the detent thing has a lot to do with just geometry, like physics, because it's such a short little piece and a lightweight. It's really bad when you take the blade out even. Like you can't, you can barely flip it. So, but the Tyrant pulled it off, right? They have a good detent on those. So I don't know, but it's got good action. So I want to pull up this knife from this dude.
What are those running on Kickstarter?
What?
How much is he charging for those?
$150, I think. Yeah, it's titanium and shit, but I don't know. It does seem a little pricey for it. How do I? He doesn't have a website? Dude, have a website? Knife? Don't want to follow him. Oh, here it is. So apparently this is the same knife, and from what I understand, they collabed on this or something. So this handle is like identical to this thing. I'm sure I won't get a good picture because it's a pirate guy, and they're all about those dark fucking pictures. Everything's got to be like soaked in fucking bourbon. See, same fucking knife.
Yeah.
And it has the same. Somebody kept saying it's a one screw construction. To which they were like, "There's one screw at the bottom," which is how this unscrews. but there's a fucking pivot. So like, unless that thing doesn't actually have screws for the pivot that I'm staring at, there's two.
Yeah.
Can't call it a one screw unless that's not a Torx head and it literally just comes apart when you take the screw out at the bottom, which would be
Wouldn't a one screw be considered like an integral?
No, I don't know, but it's literally the same fucking handle. I wonder if it has the same weak detent.
You can barely see in this picture. That's annoying.
I mean, it's fucking terrible, dude. But people love that shit. I can't fucking stand it.
I think that's a sign of just getting old.
Yeah, we're definitely old. Kev's trying a new vibe. I just put on some music.
And people are bashing.
I didn't know I had the option. That was one screw. Anyway, this thing's cool. I totally get it if you don't think it's worth $150. I mean, it's solid, you know, build and everything, but yeah, it's titanium, and then this piece up here is steel, and then you have razor blades, so you're not paying for like super steel. But if you were, then it would be $250, you know. So I think it's fair, but it is a lot for a utility knife, so you gotta take that into consideration. It's dead nut centered though, like all that stuff's solid. Speaking of it, let's open up your package.
Oh, yeah.
So, I got the Slip Life sticker up in this bitch.
Yeah, so anyone that orders a slip through me, I haven't sent out your order yet, you're gonna get that sticker on top of Northwood sticker. So they're pretty sweet.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
I
you.
ran out of thank you cards, so
Hey, it cuts. Yeah, so Troy and us at Divo kind of put together this design, and we're getting patches made, and we got shirts up on the website. If you guys are interested, we put up a whole bunch of shirts and like mugs and shit the last couple days, so we have all types of swag over on Divo Knives. We just wanted to have stuff for people to get if they're interested, because we always got asked for shirts and shit. Dude, this is fucking sweet. Holy shit. Is this that stuff that wears off or whatever?
yeah, so that's the Ghost Butero leather. So
I didn't know they had a brown one. I thought you said it was either black or white.
yeah, well the wax they use is either black or white. So
Well, this looks brown. Or what?
no, that's black. It's a wax, so it's like a matte. Like if you just scratch it with your nail, it'll scratch off. But
Oh.
underneath that is just regular red Butero. And as that wears in, you can see where the stamp is, and on the holes on the side, you can see where the red's coming through. So it's super cool as you wear it, and the black rubs off. And Jacob's had it. I mean, I made all of his slips for the Spanish pre-order, the blue.
And do I fit it in the same way, even though it's like a flipper knife?
Yeah, you can put it in however you want.
So there it is.
Yeah.
So he made me this one for the shank knife. See if I can get it out. Oh, the flaps are a little flappier at the top on this one.
Yeah, I made them. I started the stitch line a little bit lower because I wasn't sure with the flipper tab and everything on the heights. I figured make it to where you can pinch in there.
Dude, I fucking love this knife. I had a whole conversation with a dude in my comment section yesterday on my disassembly of this, and he was telling me that, like, I don't know what he was like trying to say. I was saying the knife was good just because I was gonna use them as an OEM or something, which didn't make sense to me because I'm like, I paid, like, I got it to check out to see if we like their work, And then I really liked it, so we started working with them. And then I paid $400 for the knife. Like, so like I don't know. I had no reason to not like to say I liked the knife when I didn't. It just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But I get it. I promote a lot of shit and whatever, so I'm sure some people think I'm just saying everything's good. But this is actually really good. Fucking even better with skips in it.
How do they just do drops? Because I checked out their website and everything's out of stock. So
yeah, I don't know how they roll. I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
Like they're a enigma.
Parker said, Troy, can you make slips for a 3-inch January and a 3.3? Yeah, man, I can definitely do that. You just send me the details, like all the measurements on it, length, width, height, thickness. I'll size up a slip for you.
There we go. And then I was also rocking this guy today.
Yeah, the white ones came out sweet.
Dude, the white is thick. I mean, it gets dirty, but like it's kind of like patina.
Did you see how stiff the white one was when you got it? That stuff was like cardboard.
Yeah, but it forms pretty well.
Yeah.
This knife's sick too, the Monaco. Digging this with no clip. I told them on the next run, if they do another run, they gotta come up with a filler tab to make that flush so it looks good with no clip. Because I think a lot of people would rock it like this if they knew or thought about it. But
yeah, the white was pretty fun to use. That's the first time I ever used white. So.
I gotta grab these super chats real quick. Paka! Troy, oh, okay, sorry. You already got that.
You're just
We're 3-inch Shamwari and 3.3.
Music.
I have a Sham. So I have a interesting story about that. I got a Shamwari, a Lefty Shamwari. I bought it off another Lefty, Zach, and thanks for the sticker. And it was a little beat up. Like the scales had snails. The clip was kind of, beat up. The blade had some scratch. Like it's just been around the block. Great knife. So I sent it to a dude who does like mods, and he does warranty work for company, Sean Campbell. Good dude, does great work. And he refinished the scales and kind of tried to clean up the blade, and he refinished the clip. I got it back, and it wasn't sharp, really. So I don't know if he just forgot to, like, resharpen it, or I don't know what happened. That doesn't matter. But I'm flicking it and shit, or flipping it, and I swear, either the detent slider or the acoustics are just totally different. Like, if anybody's had a Shamwari, it has this really awesome, it sucks in the detent and it makes this like snick noise. Fucking amazing. Gone. Just not like it. It's so weird to say that acoustics change on a knife, but I think maybe the refinish did it, like blasting the scales or whatever. However, Gareth Bull does it, gives it that sound, and refinishing it took it away. Either that or the detent did lighten up, because he carbonized the lock face, and he said the lockup was a little earlier now because obviously there's more material there. So it could just be that, but I don't know how that would affect the closing detent. I don't know, but it was fucking weird. I sent it back, so he's sharpening it, and I don't know if he's gonna try to do something, but it is what it is. If it's gone, it's gone. But I might just sell it then, because that sound was like the best part about the knife.
It's better than a Trevor Berger sound.
Well, it's different. Trevor Berger, the sound is on the open.
Yeah.
On a Berger, the awesome sound is this. That fucking crack. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera, but it fucking just.
You actually had like the ting and everything. It was so good.
Thunderclaps. Yeah, like it has, dude. They're so good. But this is on the close. It's like it just like sucks it in. I don't know. It's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
So
I gotta jump for just 1 second. I gotta go.
Yeah, dude. Sure. I'll pull you down, and then I'll forget, and then yeah. Let me pull this one up. Love to you and yours. Oh, thank you, Chef Rocky. Oh, and Parker. Here. Thanks, brother. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Rocky. Gentlemen and scholars alike. I do have a giveaway. I have some KPL stuff, KPL knife shield, some of the, I don't know, do I have the microfibers in there? I'm not sure. And then I have this Olight Heron 2 Mini or something. I opened it because I did a video on it, but it's brand new. Really cool flashlight. Actually, you can turn it into a headlight, which I like. And then I put in a couple of patches. So these are the patches we have up on the website. Got a growler patch. Throw that on your pouch or whatever, backpack. Then we got the stout one. So I'll throw these in there. If you guys want to pick any of these up, they're on the website. I'm working on linking the website to my YouTube channel because you can do that. I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of cool to have like the Divo merch and shit under the YouTube videos. Yeah, this is fucking, that's sexy, that color. It's gonna wear away and be red, but I don't know. I like the brown. It has like an interesting sound. Like my other ones don't make that sound. I wonder if it's because of that. I don't know. Crazy. Sick though. Should we? I'm betting the detent was accidentally changed because I have Gareth Bowles blasting protocol and it's pretty normal. Huh. Well, hopefully he can fix it because it did feel maybe like it was a little lighter on detent, so maybe he just has to, you know. A detent break on Sharp by Design knives is dope. Yeah, when it's right, it's good. If the detent's a little too light, sometimes it can not be great. But yeah. Any RE patch nerds in the house? I'm getting into it, man. We have the we got RE patches, like 1-inch glow patches of this coming. So oh, it's in the thumbnail. That's the proof I got today. What knife did you put in the pouch? Must have missed it. What pouch? Are you talking to somebody else? ETA on you? I have no idea, dude. They're working on the CAD now. They have to convert all of our CAD to US because it's metric. So Kev, just because I know you love the Pete's Pirate website is locked unless he has a drop that is live. Right, because, you know, exclusive cool stuff for the hipsters. I mean, sorry. You guys are awesome. I'm just kidding. Oh, Ian, dude, I got the pouch and it's sick, man. I do like it a lot. I like my alpaca hub pouch a lot too. Don't think I need any more. I got two. I got one for my bag and one for my truck. Should be enough. So we had the Leong Mah drama this week. Should I guess talk about that? I do have, it's in the other room, but I have Josh Worth's 3.5 because I shipped to him in Australia. He had it sent here. And it has the same detent as mine, but the detent engages a little better. It feels a little bit, it kind of feels like how mine was after I tuned it, basically. So some people might get lucky and get one that's like acceptable, right? I'm not saying the detent's good, but like it's acceptable, you know? It's the best way for me to put it. The whole string of events. So the reason I want to talk about it is because I filmed my unboxing disassembly like 10 days ago when they first came out, right? And then I had it set to post next week, but with all the shit going on, I was like, I should just post it now, get it over with. So it's out there while everybody's all talking about it. And then, because I don't want it to like die down and then have to come back up, you know. I don't, you know, in case it, I don't know why it would matter, but I figured it made sense to just get it over with. So I moved the video up, posted it today. And I was thinking about doing a follow-up video when I got Josh's, and I did. Like today, I got it, and I did a quick unboxing, and I started just talking about the whole thing. And I don't know if I'm going to post it because I don't know. I just kind of was like rambling and shit. And basically, my outlook on it is it's really fucking unfortunate. And to me, more than anything, I'm disappointed. Like, I've always liked Leong. I've gotten along with Leong. You know, he sent me stuff to review. I bought a lot of shit off him. I've talked to him, like, whatever. And I really tried not to believe all the shit you hear. Because, you know, over the years, we've heard different stories about different shit. And then, like, I don't know, when was it? Last year or whatever, was that whole thing with that other guy, Fuller Fanatic, and it was like, nah, there's no way. Like, that guy's a douche, right? Like, he's stealing his shit. And it's like, I don't know. And this happens, and it's just like disappointing. Like, that's my best word for it, is I'm disappointed in how he acted. That shit was like mad uncalled for, going after Jared like that. When literally I watched that video and you could tell that Jared like did not, like, he wasn't enjoying that. You know what I mean? Like, Leong called it a hit or whatever the fuck he called it. But, like, you could tell, it was so easy to tell Jared wasn't like, oh, I'm going to rip the shit out of this knife. Like, you know, like, he was just like, damn, this sucks. I waited 15 months. I paid this much money. Like, he fucking paid for the knife. He's reviewing a knife he paid for. And he didn't, like, want to bash it. He just reviewed the fucking knife. Same thing we all do, right? I don't know. So it was unfortunate. And then I saw the apology today. I don't know. It felt like, I want to believe, like, you know, it was a sincere apology, and I don't know. It seemed more like he had to do it. like, you know, somebody was forcing him to do it. I don't know. But the whole situation sucks. And again, it's fucking disappointing. That's the way, you know, I don't have another word for it. I mean, people will sit there and bash him and talk shit, and you know what? He probably deserves it after what he did. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in him. I expected more, you know? A better reaction to things. Like, you have to take critiques and try to fix your shit and whatever. And it took this happening for that to happen. Like, in the end, Jared's video is the reason why he's now working to fix problems. So Jared kind of helped him out, right? I don't know. And then, like, Jared couldn't have handled it better, dude. Guy's a fucking pimp. Like, that video yesterday was on point. Like, my video would have been like 10 seconds long. Would have been like, yo guys, it's Kev. fuck them if they can't handle it. Peace. Like, but Jared crushed it. So, yeah. Anyway, I just felt like touching on that. My word for it is disappointed, right? That's it. Father Kev over here pulling the I'm not mad, I'm disappointed card. Hated that growing up. Yeah. I hated it too, man. That's why I'm feeling it right now. Because you know what it means. Yeah. Yo, so I showed it to my wife, right? Because whenever like drama happens, she loves hearing about it, right? And I tell her about it, and I'm like, "Here's the video," and she goes, "Why?" She goes, "Why did he do a video?" And I'm like, "What? What do you mean? Why did he do a video? He's apologized." No, she's like, "No, like, why did he do a video? Why didn't he just post a fucking apology in text?" You know, because she literally says these words. It looks like somebody put a pew pew to his head and made him do it. That's how he acted in the video, she said. She's an outside observer. She has no stake in this. She's like, why didn't he just post an apology like text thing or something? You know? Yeah. You talking about this music? You don't like this music? You guys want to choose? There's like 5 songs, all right? Cut me a fucking break, bro. I'll turn it off. You just want to hear me? What about this one? You think I'm one of these cool cats who has like mics and fucking lights around and fucking I got my chill music in the background? Here, what about some rock? All right, yeah, I'll turn it off. Good point. Good point. You know what you get for that, Brian? A ball sack. You get a ball sack for that, bro. How dare you question my music? Ball sack. Teabagging you. Did Troy leave? I don't know. He said he needed a minute and then he peaced out. Had to drop a deuce, man. What do you want me to do? You can also upload your own music to the playlist. I don't have my own music. Does it have to be copyright approved fucking music? Because I don't roll like that. Help me out, B. Send me some live stream music, bro. No, I'm good. I'll just leave it off.
Sorry about that.
Taking a shit?
No, little guy had a code red and threw up everywhere, so had to
You gotta go, dude?
No, he's good now.
All right.
But yeah.
Troy left because of the music.
No, it was
spit a few bars. Nah, bro. I saved that for the shorts. Jared handled it with style and class. Ma, not so much. Yeah.
Everyone said I left because of music.
I gotta agree, bro. I gotta agree there. Yo, thank you. Oh, earlier, thank you, Lieutenant Tex. Appreciate it, brother. Go check him out on Instagram, by the way. He's got some cool designs he's been showing up. All right, we get it. You guys fucking hate the music. Leave me alone. God damn it. All right?
The music
Shit.
The music made my son.
I tried something new. You guys had to shit all over me. Guess what?
That's funny.
I'm disappointed in you guys. You should have a little more respect for people and their music, all right? I'm just kidding. Yeah, that'd be.
I mean, I didn't think it was that bad, but I'm also not on the receiving end of it. So,
I mean, you are. It's in the background. You can hear it. It's the same, isn't it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Couldn't get Leong on tonight. So, everybody, if you're not aware, Luck Knives or LUC or what is it? Level Up Customs is NAF, aka NAF Sergeant. He is now Level Up Custom Knives. because he thought if he did NAF customs or something, what's his name would get upset. Ben Peterson, NAFSCO. Not that he would get upset. He just did it out of courtesy. Whatever. You know what I'm fucking saying. It's interesting that the music stopped and Troy came back. Yeah, so he was asking about the Praetheon. I meant to bring that up. You said keep the nutsack? All right. Here's one for you. Here's one for you, Casey. There's a little nutsack for you. It's even got little hairs on it, brother.
That'd be a good patch.
That would be a good patch. You think
Throw it on your
buy
hoodie.
that?
Throw it on your hoodie on the back of it.
You think people would buy a nutsack patch? Yo, vote in the comments if you would buy a nutsack patch. I will spend the money to do a run of nutsack patches. If you guys are down. Or I'll cancel this super chat. Oh shit, sorry, I only read the first part. I love you, hate the on hold music. Yeah, fuck you guys. Why don't you go talk to who's the guy who always does the music? All of you guys do it. What am I talking about? Talk to StreamYard. They need better music. Yeah, KC, here. You do need a Praetheon. This one's $500. Pick it up, brother. I do actually really love this knife, so I'm not gonna like go begging to sell it, but I will actively try to tell people to buy it right now. Look at that Zerku tie. That shit's sexy. I don't know. I just kind of like the carbon fiber better because it's lighter weight.
Does that carbon fiber glow too, or is that just regular?
I'm pretty sure it's just regular. Doesn't look like that glow shit. But that glow stuff is actually cool. I usually think that's gay, but it was really cool in this case. It just looked like marbled carbon fiber, and then it glowed. I don't know. I actually have another one of these coming from Urban EC. They're sending me one to check out, the brass one. So
is it actual brass or is it brass colored titanium though?
It's brass inlays. I would assume it's real.
I'm not a big brass guy, but that one did look pretty cool.
Yeah, I hate brass. And I think they're sending me the Avant too, the one they have with the brass scales, which looks pretty cool. So, oh, I also got this in this week. Forgot. Or did I show this already? Can't remember. This is the
man, they copied the chillin' so bad.
No, they didn't.
Dude, they took the whole shape.
So here's the thing, dude.
They got rid of the flipper.
Hold on.
Come on.
This knife existed before the chillin' had ever been heard of. They designed the nightshade.
Not that variant though.
Yeah, okay, but then they were probably the community begged them to fucking make a version with a hole. So they added a hole and they decided to do a key-shaped hole because it does go with the design. Like, it makes sense to have a key-shaped hole on this knife. And honestly, after having both now, I don't have the other one here, though. They're not that similar. I mean, yes, they're both Schillen style knives, but that's the point. It's a style of knife. Right. You know what I mean? I fucking hate the copy shit. I really hate when people, and I get it. Sometimes it does seem that way, and I thought that at first. But when you actually think about like how long they've had it, this design and everything, I don't know.
I still have my chillin'. I love that thing.
You but what?
I still have my chillin'. I love it.
Yeah, I sold mine. It's fantastic. I just have too many knives that I don't carry, so I sold it. But I actually really like this knife. They did a great job. It has like a ting to it. Honestly, I might like this better.
Really?
Than the chillin'. I don't know why. I think the ergos are actually better because it has no grooves or anything. I think the chillin' has some shit going on up here. where this is just like all neutral.
Yeah.
And it's definitely more banana shaped than the Chillin'. The Chillin's a little straighter.
Yeah, it's not as curved, that's for sure.
Yep.
But the Chillin' blade cuts super well, so I bet that cuts really well too.
Yeah. It's a good cutter. And it's 154 CM. They did a good job on it. Sticky sharp. So, I don't know. I get it. If people think it's a copy, I don't. I think it's an evolution of a design they already had. And it just so happens, after putting a hole in it, it looks just like another knife.
Yeah.
But that shit happens. Like, I don't know.
Hey, man, if they're willing to listen to everyone and make changes based on feedback, I'll support that all day.
Yeah. Once I can learn to work with the CRK liner lock and thumb stud. I don't know what he's trying to say. CRK has a liner lock?
What I know. Unless he's saying he's trying to get used to opening it. Like
I think he's talking about the lock bar on the Zon, which is absolutely
have a lot of room.
shit.
Definitely a learning curve. But hey, I'm a CRK guy, so I know you're not. You've tried.
I've tried and miserably failed many a time. You guys see the new Jack Wolf? Huh?
Yeah, that one looks pretty sweet.
Oh, you meant frame lock. Okay. The Javelina, sorry, Jack. That one is one of the ones that when I first saw the spread did not excite me. It's one of the ones that does not aesthetically appeal to me. So I'm curious to see how I feel about it in person, because I've had that happen before. The low drag was one that I really wasn't that interested in when I saw the pictures and everything. Now it's like top 3 for me. I fucking love the low drag. It's one of the best that he's done. So it can happen where I don't like the looks and then I really like the knife. Another one that I didn't like was the Benny's clip, and I still don't really love the aesthetic. Like, it's still a great knife, objectively, right? But personally, it's like my least favorite of the Jack Wolves because it's just a little big. I'm not a big Lanny's clip design guy. It just looks a little too big for a slip joint.
Yeah.
Josh, if you're still watching, this thing is money now. So I guess it just had some oil on the lock bar, was giving it the stick, but this thing is
an old boost.
Dude, it's a Boost Blades Arrow Mini that was chopped by Blade Chops. So it's just a little bit smaller, like a 1/4 inch on each end.
Yeah, it looks pretty sick though.
Yeah, and he mounted a Civivi clip on it. I put, you know what I did? I put skiffs in it. She swings. I fucking love it, actually. It's got such a good detent. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, the only boost I had was the smoke, like the original one.
That one's too skinny, man.
Yeah, that's when I first started collecting. I ended up selling it once I got further along. But
yeah,
when I first got it, I was like, man, this thing's cool as hell. I thought it was so badass. Yeah,
Sharif, I'm just not a Lanny guy. I don't know. I just don't like Lanny clip designs. I get it. A lot of people love, but I'm just not a Lanny clip guy. What's your favorite knife right now, Troy?
Right now?
Yeah.
I mean,
awesome. It's a good knife, dude.
It's so good, man. I mean,
what do you call it?
Lamia.
Okay, good. That's
what he calls it. So
I finally learned that when he started. Yeah.
Yeah, I just love this configuration. And probably number 2 right now would probably be my Sea Otter.
Okay.
I mean,
you're a washer guy.
Right now, yeah. I'm getting there.
Okay.
And then probably F5 Can't not like the F5.
Yeah,
But
well,
as of right now, ever since I got the Lumia, I look at everything else and like discuss.
that all stemmed from me fucking up the edge. So, Brent, I sent this to him to sharpen. So, all right, the story is Josh Worth bought this off of Ray at Everyday City Carry. And then I got it in because I proxy for him and I reviewed it or whatever. And I really fucking liked it. Like, I was surprised at how much I love this knife. So Josh actually found another one at Arizona Custom Knives, and then he gifted me this one, which was amazing of Josh. Thank you, dude. But it was like, it needed some love. It had no edge, like, you know. So I sent it to Brent to sharpen. And he was rushing it because, like, you know, I just send him stuff as a friend. And when he gets to it, he gets to it. I don't care about timeline. But it was like 2 or 3 months later. I'm like, dude, did you sharpen that booth? And he's like, fuck, I'll do, you know, and he like rushed it. And he fucked the tip up, basically. I got it back. I did an unboxing and a disassembly, even in the video. Never noticed anything. And then after the video, at some point, I looked and I noticed the tip was sticking out of the handle. Because I guess because of the way he rounded the tip off or whatever, it was sticking out of the handle. And so I sent it to, he had me send it to Kyle Coonley. So at this point, Brent feels terrible, right? And he's like, you know, trying to do everything he can. He's trying to buy me a new one, like contacting booze and all this shit. And so I sent it to Kyle Coonley, and he tries to kind of like fix it, but it needs a reprofile. So my idea was like, yo, why don't I send it to Blade Chops and just have him fucking chop the bitch, and that'll fix it. So, fuck, the clip's like moving. I hate when that shit happens. Maybe I just need to tighten it. Anyway, so I sent it to him, and he only took off like a little bit on each end. I assumed it would end up being fucking tiny, but he didn't take that much off. Like, he just took enough off, which is great. So yeah, it was the whole thing. But in the end, I think it's actually like a cooler story and a cooler piece now.
Yeah, I mean, now you can't get rid of it. There's too much attached to it.
Well, I couldn't get rid of it anyway because it was a gift, and and I really liked the knife. But you guys know I like shit, and then I don't like shit a week later. But yeah, I wouldn't sell it. Plus, I don't think it's worth very much. But yeah, Brent paid for the chop and everything. So thanks, Brent. It actually turned out to be a good thing.
It came out pretty sick.
What?
I said it came out pretty sick.
Yeah, I love this thing. I need to fuck with this clip now because it's annoying me that it's moving. Probably the downside of, I'm guessing he didn't cut any notch in. He just like put the screws in. There might be no way to really lock it in place. Try tightening it later. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I have one washer knife I really like. I got a new clip for it to match the hardware. Colin gave me this one.
That's reground too, isn't it?
Yep, by whoever it is. DCC. I always forget who that is. Somebody will tell me 5 times and I'll, yeah.
John said happy little accidents. That's funny.
Yep. What else?
Brent, if it makes you feel any better, the amount of times I mess up like a wallet or something that's like almost perfectly done, and then I'll try to trim it because there's like a little piece sticking out, and I just slice it and I throw the whole thing away. That sucks, man. There's a few choice words that are said around there, and you got to start over. So
why don't you keep those and then sell them as seconds or something?
Because it just looks awful, man. There's like a slice right through the center of it. But if it's something small, like I'm not happy with like how the edges came out, I could do that. But most of the time, I just keep sanding. If it's like an edge issue, I'll just resand it.
So in case people aren't aware, the pre-order's still up, I believe, for the microburst from Tempest Knives. Love this knife. So comfortable in hand. Good slicer. Digging it. So you can still pick these up. I think they're like $90. Nice stout detent too, which is my jam. I don't have the Grant Tripper, Mike. He said he was sending me one the other day. I don't know if he ever sent it, but I don't know if it would have been here by now anyway.
Parker said, one day you'll come around to the washer knives. CRKs are the best.
You can absolutely fuck off, Parker. I'm just kidding, but that's never happening. I've tried, man. Love you too, B. Yeah, dude, I don't care at all. I'm glad it happened at this point. And Parker, I saw your thing about the mash. Thank you, dude. I'm excited to see how that one came out. I sent him a couple of my mashes, actually my only mashes, and my reverse tux one, I'm having it blacked out. So it'll be a full murdered out mash. Should be pretty sick.
That's be sweet. Now you guys crushed it on the mash and the growler.
I'm loving the mash. The growler, not so much. Well, I love the design, and the ones that are good. But the ones that shielded and fucked up are not.
I mean, I went through 4 of them until I got the one you sent that was finally dialed in. But
yeah, sometimes you just need me to fucking take care of the knife. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand how like other people QC stuff. Because I look at shit and I'm like, there's no way this is, I don't know. Anyway, we're using
I gotta hop off again.
Okay. We're using Kubi the next time around, looks like. But we'll see when that happens. We have prototypes in the works on that. But we're gonna wait to do anything else until we have some projects come in, because unfortunately we gotta pay taxes, and we figured that out today, and it's not, it's a decent chunk that we have to pay out for that. So funds are not plentiful. We have enough to cover. We obviously have enough to cover the Buzz payment and the Pony payment, final payments, and taxes. And other than that, we're pretty strapped. So we got to wait for the MASH second run to come in, because we got all that money tied up. The Pony to come in, got all that tied up. The Buzz to come in, get all that tied up. But we have prototypes in the works of the Lush. Those should be done soon. I don't know what Concept's doing. It's been a while. CNY fucks everything up. Takes them like, they take off for a month, and then they take a month to rev back up. I wish we had that holiday. So we have the Lush prototypes coming. We have Growler V2 prototypes coming. We have the Nip. We just paid for protos with Kubi for the Nip prototypes. We have a MASH button lock prototypes coming from Kaiser with Blue Creek. And then we have the Stout V2 prototypes in the works with Best Tech. So we have 5 knives in prototyping right now. And we got to wait until we get some funds in from stuff to do another run of anything. What I'm thinking we're going to do maybe is like on the Lush maybe, or on the Stout V2, is order them, put in like the payment deposit, order them, and then you guys let me know what you think about this. Order them, and then like we would have to probably order the minimum. And then when they're almost ready, do a pre-order. So like the pre-order would only be like 2 months or something. Would you guys prefer that over like a normal style pre-order? The only downside is there's going to be less because when we do a normal pre-order, we can just leave it open. However many people order whatever version, that's what they order. There's no like limit, you know. But you gotta wait 5-6 months, you know. I prefer normal pre-orders personally, but I'm weird. I know that that's weird for people, but like I love pre-orders because I always have more coming in and I'm always ordering more shit. Like, I don't know. Pre-orders are fun for me, but I understand it's not like that for everybody. Yeah.
Sorry. Another wave.
Damn, dude. What is he like? What's he got?
He's not sick. He was sick.
I mean, he's sick, dude. He's throwing up.
Last week. No, I think he ate something. So he's lactose intolerant. I think daycare accidentally gave him something with milk.
No, that sucks.
And it's just coming through now. So yeah, it'll be a long night.
That's fun. Mid Missouri EDC, the buzz. We've been saying end of Q1, which is end of March, right? Yeah. And it's looking like that's going to be fine. It might leak into early April. We'll see. But we're, obviously going to do our best to get them as early as we can, but we want them to be right, obviously. That knife has a very similar setup as the Field Duty. It has a hole and a top flipper wheel thing. But I sent a prototype back to them with a stronger detent, and I said, match this. And I've made it clear with them, stronger is okay, weaker is not. So, like, if it happens to be a little strong and, you can do the top flipper Bic lighter thing, but maybe you can't reach around, I'm okay with that as long as the hole deployment is good. You know what I mean? I'd prefer that over having it be weak on the hole and being good on the top flipper. It's going to be subjective, but it's our knife. We want it the way we want it. So, anyway, it should be good for everything, but you get my point. Less than 16 months. Yeah, it should only be 6 months. It was October, and we're looking at March, early April. So what's that, 6 months-ish?
I wonder when Urban EDC is releasing the Urban pre-order that they did. Or the
LC?
Yeah, the LC.
I don't even know why I ordered that.
I feel like that thing's been sitting there forever.
Yeah. Lefty is okay without the return. Yeah. I am okay with the pre-order. Yeah, I wonder. Nobody else really answered, so I don't know. Maybe you guys don't care. The Lush is going to be a home run. Yeah, my only concern on the Lush is how the top flipper will work. Ironically, now that all that shit happened. But let me show you the picture so I can explain what I mean. Here it is. I was going to say, did I not have that up? So if I present, share screen, whole screen. All right. I hate this because I can't see what you see, but you can see it right now, right, Troy?
Yeah.
So my concern is how this is going to operate, because there's not a lot of room for you to, like, it's not up high. You know what I mean?
So you're doing it to where you can front flip it and top flip it?
I suppose. I'm looking at it more like a top flipper, like a Bic lighter straight over the top, just come down the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not like rounded there on that corner, right?
Where?
Where the jimping meets the top, right there. Is that rounded, or is that going to be more of like an
it's
angle?
All jimped. So yeah, you could.
Well, I'm saying you could definitely front flip that then.
You should be able to. This is what I'm saying. We're going to find out. And we'll make adjustments, obviously, if we need to. We could just get rid of the front flipper. We could just close this out. You know what I mean? Like, if it doesn't work well, just get rid of it. I'm not going to have a half-ass top flipper.
Yeah.
But potentially it could be really good. So It's hard for me to gauge it without having it,
And
but
you
you
won't
know,
know until you play with it
yeah.
on there.
Uh-huh. So we'll see. But I'm excited about that one because I love the barley, and it's basically that knife just in
Yeah,
a flipper.
barley's awesome. People are gonna love that.
They need to release the damn thing because it's going to be a pre-order, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The choil on a slip joint is just gives you that little bit more extra comfort for the people who
So good, dude.
been, like,
I
on the edge
fucking,
about 'em.
yeah. I love how that came out. But if I wait 60 months and you call me a baby for complaining, I'm going to be disappointed.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's the word of the night. Disappointed. I won't do pre-orders. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like them anymore. But sometimes it's the only way. Like if we if we only ever did one knife at a time and did one run at a time, we wouldn't need pre-orders probably anymore. But we're trying to do a bunch of different projects so we can release a lot of knives because we want one, we like designing knives and having different stuff come out. And I feel like a lot of people like having new models come out, not waiting. Like if we only had one knife a year, you know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. I personally will either wait till they land and take my chances or do the short pre-order. That's just me though. Yeah. Well, it's all about being able to afford it, you know what I mean? Like we could probably easily afford to do the deposit and then do a short pre-order. But again, you don't know. Like in that case, you have to order a set amount. You can't just be like, okay, because on a pre-order, you can just open it up and let anybody order what they want. Like that's what we did on the Buzz, and then we just placed the order, added some extra, you know. Um,
For, like, the smaller boutique brands, it 100% makes sense because that's what's helping fund the project. But I
yeah.
mean,
Well,
bigger
people,
brands that are doing it, like, I can kinda see where it'd be kind of annoying, but
yeah.
I mean, there's really no way around it. It's, unless you don't want the quantity there and you just do a small drop of freaking 100
That's
knives.
what you'd have to do like on the Stout V2, it would probably be 300,
Yeah.
100 of each of the versions, 3 versions. I'd be okay with that. Like I don't mind doing just 300 knives. It's not like we have to do 600 of every knife. Like budget knives, sometimes you do because you literally have to. Yeah, yeah, John. The whole point of that design is so you can flick the fuller. Yeah, yeah. Thanks, dude. We're trying to work in some milled clips moving forward, but you'll still see wired clips. I think with the top of the flipper being at that angle, it should work great as a top flipper. Okay. All right. Because I showed it to Kev, Knife Nerdery, and he was questioning it a little bit. That's what got me worried.
And he's
I
the
was
kid
like,
that
fuck.
breaks everything down, so
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing. And for me, it's more meant to just pop it back, not necessarily front flip it. So if the front flipper part doesn't work, we could just kind of remove that jimping or change it a little bit and just keep the top part. I don't know. We'll see. What was Ian's idea? Yeah, the early bird thing. I don't know, but then I feel like people would get all pissed. You know, they'd be like, well, I can get the early bird pricing or whatever. There's really no great way to do it.
no one's not everyone's gonna be happy regardless of what
Yeah.
you do.
I don't know, Philip. I can't recall the quote off the top of my head because we do too many fucking knives. I'm hoping 250 or less with fat carbon and M390 20 CB, or if we can get something better, whatever. I'm kind of feeling S90B right now. I would love to do S90B. We're doing the nip in S90B and titanium with Kubi. I just think that's a good matchup, and they don't charge more for S90. It was actually cheaper to do S90 than it was 20 CV. And I feel like S90 is better on a little knife like that. It's a fucking razor blade. Like, you know. What up, Kevin? How are you? Don't get rid of the front flip. Well, if it doesn't work, I'm getting rid of it. If it works, then sure. You know. This is not the way. Pre-orders over 9 months. Nah. But 4 to 7 months? Okay, not too bad. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Yeah. And that's exactly how I feel. You guys are killing it. This is why I love pre-orders, because I'm always having shit come in. Like, I didn't even know the Caleb Blade one was going to be in, and then boom, it just, they came in. The Evolved knives are supposed to be in soon. And then you have all these other ones banked out, like the Voodoo and the Strix, and what else is up for pre-order right now that we've all ordered? Somebody give me a list. I know I have to have more than a couple. The Kvist Vanish, fucking excited about that one.
And the Vanish is really cool.
So good, dude. Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Round 3. I'm going to have to jump. I'm probably just going to actually jump off completely now.
Okay.
Before I do that, I just want to thank everyone for your support and your orders. It's definitely humbling to see people reach out wanting slips and wallets. So appreciate it. If you ever have any questions, just shoot me a DM. I usually answer pretty quickly.
You gotta get a website, dude, or something. People are always like, "How do I get a hold of them?"
Oh,
I'm like, Instagram.
I mean, I just do this in the evening, so if I had a website, there's no way I'd be able to keep up with the demand.
All right, well, do something. Put your email in your Instagram.
Yeah, I can do that. I mean, my email's on my cards, but yeah.
Put it in your bio.
I'll do that.
All right.
All right, bye, guys. Appreciate it.
Later, dude. I'll talk to you. What's been going on with Leong Mah? He came out with a knife, Field Duty 3.5. It was a 15-month pre-order. They came in. The detents are too light. They're weak. He says it's because the top flipper had to be dialed for the top flipper, so they made it medium. It's not medium. It's light. Which, whatever. He's going off of Riyad's recommendation, I think. He's always just trusted them. I don't think he's telling them what to do. You know what I mean? Anyway, Jared Neeb does a review on it and points out the issues he has with it. Very professionally, in my opinion. But he also said it felt unsafe because the detent was just kind of like coming out when he was shaking it. And then Leong Mah posted and like ripped into Jared, was calling him all types of shit and basically being a douche. And then the community backed up Jared. Leong took the post down. 20 minutes later, he posted saying he hears people, and now he's going to take the knives back to fix detents if people want. Great, whatever. Jared posts a video saying, like, going over everything very professionally again, and just says, like, he just rebutted it basically. And then Leong today posted a apology that was, didn't feel super sincere, but whatever. I don't fucking know. He posted an apology, God damn it. And now we're here talking about it. Cool. All right, nice. Oh shit. God damn it, Eric. You got me, you son of a fucking bitch. I hate you. And the point of it is, I'm disappointed. All right. Last time I'm answering that one. God damn it. Oz Roosevelt leather slip and one for my TT pen. I don't know. You should talk to Troy. Troy might be able to make one. No. I love you, man. I think you should do pre-order if it makes sense business-wise, or models is more better. More models is more better. That's how I feel about it. We can't do as many models as we do unless we do that, really. Makes it hard, really, because then all the money's tied up at once, if that makes sense, as opposed to us spreading it around to different projects. That's why we work with dealers and do like 50-50 deals with them. I'm not trying to sit here and make a ton of money. I'm just trying to fucking get these knives out there. You still have your QC9? Just got mine perfect. Yeah, I got one right here. They sent me a new one. Or a different one, sorry. There was nothing wrong with the other one. I just sent it around for a review. They were nice enough, sent me another one, which was really cool. And it's the one I would have fucking bought. So, sick knife. If anybody's wondering, it runs on 5mm 3/64 ball, which is really weird, but whatever. What up, ATR? How you doing, man? We'll have some cool knives at CCKS. Unique RR versions. Dude, we gotta see the new knife. Come on, man. You should come on the live stream, dude. You should come on sometime. Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. Yeah. Good luck with the kid, Troy. Dude, Troy's awesome, man. Troy's the shit. What do you mean there's a new one? Oh, you mean like not the new one, right? That made no sense. Not a new one. It's the new one. The V4, right? Is that the one? The one that was like $500 base? New J-Cape. I ordered it, paid, then forgot. I think I paid. Oh, okay. Is that one already coming in? That's pretty quick if it is. Gina, I'll fucking kill you. I'll kill you, Gina. Don't you do this to me. That was a great summer. Yeah, I think that was a pretty goddamn good summary right there. He did. He did mention the D10 in his apology. Yeah, that's the thing though, D Metal. Like here. Is that the right side? Yeah. You can see it on this knife. Oh, sorry, right here. See it? It's pretty common depending on the knife and the design and how you want. Like, there's some things, like, in order to hide that more, he'd have to tuck more of the blade in, right? Which is it would affect probably the detent. It affects the blade, like, cutting edge. Like, there's just a lot of shit. So, sometimes it's just better to do it. You know? I agree. It's not the best thing, but it doesn't really bother me. People been looking for your mash in the groups. Awesome. That's good to know, man. I'm glad people are digging that one. It's good to have a winner every once in a while. Man. And we got more coming. We got Tux versions and we got fuck is the other one? Oh, blue with black wash coming. Thanks to your video last week, I got a Vampire Jack today and a Northwoods. Oh, hell yeah. That's you, Chad. That's the way to roll right there. Leong Mah fucked up. You guys be crazy. Am I way behind again? Face reveal. Oh, at 10K subs. Where are you at? A month or two? How long ago was that one? So I don't know actually. Jeremiah, what up? For the O, thank you for the O knife I won. Oh, awesome, dude. Glad you got that safe and sound. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'm looking for your match. Hey, man, there's more coming. Big fan of my mash. Awesome. Still got a Trevor Burger? Sick. I did pre-order the JKV4 on 9/8/2022. It was $434 for the version I ordered. Blue with black wash is nice. I'll pick that up when it comes. What's that ETA? I don't know. Kubi quotes 60 days on production. And they did it the first time on the Mash. I think we definitely ordered them after Blade West, I believe. Yeah. And we got them. I mean, they dropped January 5th or whatever. So it's that like 2 months, 3 months. So they're pretty quick. We'll see. We put the order in a few weeks ago. BBK Fin. No, I asked him if I could check out a prototype or something. And he basically was like, nah. He just said, nah. So, I don't know. I have this feeling Brian Brown doesn't like me for some reason. Or he's just like short and awkward with people. Or me. I don't know. Will that Tux Buzz match the Tux Mash? Well, I mean, it'll be black handle with satin blade. I mean, it's not going to be the same satin or the same black, but well, I think the Tux Buzz is a black wash handle. The Tux Mash is just like a black handle. So I don't know. It'll be close enough though. I mean, it'll be black with satin. Okay, what was the company that sells the tray you use? Tinker Force. Tinker Force. They're awesome, dude. If any mod has my links, put the Tinker Force one in. Or not my link, just put a link to it. I don't have a link for it. Nah, that was 2021, man. The burger incident of 2021. I can't remember which fucking finger it was. That shit. Oh, it was this one. Went right through the webbing here. Fucker. Such a clean cut. It's healed right up. Oh, there it is. You can see it. It's scarred over, right? See that lighter line right there? I had the burger L-E-C-K. What is the fucking thing called? L-E-K. No, that's the SOC knife. L-E-C-K just doesn't sound right, but I think that's what it is. And I had it in my front left pocket because at that point I still carried righty knives in my front left pocket. And I guess when I reached in, I bent my leg and the front flipper hit something and it opened. And it literally was open like this in my pocket. And I reached in to grab it. No, I reached in to grab something in my left pocket. And it went right, just was like right in there. And the blade just went zoink. And it went like, I don't know, 1/4 to 1/2 inch right into my fucking webbing. And I felt like a pinch because, it was a clean cut. And I'm like, oh, what's that? And I pull it out and blood is like, it's like squirting on my fucking windshield and shit. And I'm like, oh, I'm just like grabbing stuff, wrapping my hand up. And I was literally in a parking lot waiting to go to a work like lunch. So I had to like wrap this shit up. I ran home and like bandaged it. And then I came to this work lunch like all fucked up. Good stuff. Early April, I'm going to say. Yeah, the Evo 4 pre-order. Is that tomorrow already? I heard there's a Lefty version, and I heard it's a 7.5-inch knife, which is perfect, man. I mean, that's like normal fucking size. So imagine this size with this knife. So it's going to be a slightly smaller Evo 2.0. So basically, the way they added a 1/4 inch on each end of this to the 3.0, it's going to be taking a 1/4 inch off each end on this to make the 4.0. I'm so down with a smaller version. Although this is basically perfect for me, but I can handle smaller. I'd be happy with that. If they actually nail the D10 on it, it could be the best one yet. Um, Hopefully they keep the same long clip, all that good stuff. Oh no, if they do a lefty, don't have to worry about it. Fucking love this knife, by the way. That's my favorite knife in the collection. Easy. Yeah, S90V, that's pretty sweet. Yeah. It's going to take 80,000 months, but whatever. Awesome, Rocky. You think any of the mash updates will be the acoustics? Yes. That's actually a big factor for me, Brian. I did not love the acoustics on the mash. What Kubi told me was they think it's the tolerance of the liner and how it sits into the frame. So I don't know if there's just a little too much room in there, so it allows it to kind of like zing a little bit. Some people really like the acoustic. They think it has like a ting and sounds really good, right? I don't. I think it sounds like bad to me personally. That's one of the reasons I like the Blackwash one better because it tones that down a little bit. But on the second run, we're changing the plunge grind a little bit, not the plunge down by the sharpening the other end. At least they called it a plunge grind. I wouldn't really call that a plunge grind, but because I want to have the blade spine centered more in the handle. So the grind is actually right, but the way they did the plunge or whatever, I don't know how to explain this well, but it makes the spine of the blade look off center down the handle when closed. The tip is centered, but the spine looks off. And that's OCD for me right there. So they're going to fix that. They're going to bring the swedge is going to end a little bit sooner. I don't have one here, or I'd show you what I mean. So they're doing that. They're going to try to tighten that liner up to get the acoustics dialed in a little more. We're going to go for a little more aggressive jimping. We're going to try to be more consistent with the detents being on the stronger end. So they did really good with the detents, but I'd like to see a little less variance and keep them more, towards that stronger end as opposed to having any that are in the medium end. But the detents across the board were really good on the mash. I don't really have many complaints. Trying to think if there's anything else. I was going to try to adjust the plunge grind for sharpening. That was something Jared pointed out to me in his review. And dude, this kind of, I guess it's ironic, but Jared has been so fucking helpful. Like when it comes to all of there's really small, like sharpening grind fucking details, he's really good at translating the critiques to me, and it helps me update the knives properly. But anyway, he was saying we could adjust the plunge grind a little bit better so that you had more sharpening life. Like he said, it's fine. Like it's okay, but it's not great, And I want it to be great, obviously. But when I talked to Kubi about it, they said they'd have to change it to a flat grind to do that. And I don't want a flat grind. I want a hollow grind. So on this next version, it's still going to have the same plunge grind near the sharpening choil, which again is fine, but it could be better. So if we do another run after that, we'll try to mess with that a little bit. I'm hoping that adjustment to the spine area that tries to straighten that out to that plunge on the other end, I'm hoping that makes the hollow grind more consistent throughout the blade, because I feel like it tapers. It's like hollow in the rear, and then it kind of almost is a flat grind when you get up to the tip. It makes it a strong tip, but I think you lose the hollow a little bit, so that should be thinned out a little bit. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The pivot caps, I asked them to secure those stronger, because I've noticed some of them will loosen a little bit. Not a big deal. You just tighten it down when you assemble, but it can fuck people up a little bit. So I'd prefer. I've talked to them about the tooling on the screws because we had a few people who stripped screws. But they told me they can go deeper on tooling, but there's a risk that the head of the screw is going to snap off at that point. And from my experience with the tooling, it's fine. You just have to be careful with how, because for some reason on the mash, you can really tighten those screws. And I've noticed it with Kubi. You can tighten the shit out of their screws. And then when you go to unscrew it, it makes it hard to get it out. So you just need to use a proper stubby driver and like a fresh bit, and you're fine. But you just have to pay attention. Their hardware is not as good as like Riot, where you just fucking put that bitch in the tooling and you're good to go. You know, Riot kills it on that. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. But I'm sure there's other shit I didn't think of. LEXK, thank you, dude. Fuck. What was this? Carpo? I don't know what I saw there. Sorry. What's the size of the 4.0 versus the 2.0 and 3.0? Yeah, it's the same. It's the so the 2.0 is 3.5-inch blade, 8 inches overall. The 3.0, I would venture to guess, is 3 3/4 blade, and then it's like 8.5 overall. And then you have the 4.0 is going to be a 3 1/4-inch blade, 7.5 overall. So you just have to look at it. It's a 1/2 inch total, right? 1/4 inch to the blade and the handle on every version, going from 4, 2, 3, getting bigger, and then 1 is the biggest. Probably a 4-inch blade on that sucker, 9-inch handle, or 9-inch overall, like my dick. Sorry. A company with the bolt action clip pen you posted, man. How's it holding up? Seems like a crazy good idea. Yeah, I've had one for years, dude. At least a year and a half. They used to be called Urban Survival Gear. Now it's Smooth Precision Pens. And I've had one of their mini Tie Scribe Goes for over a year, and I love that thing. Smooth as butter. Sound like a douche, but recently I got the Dragon Scale and loving that. It does need to break in a little bit. I think it's because it's stonewashed clip and then polished tie on the barrel. So it just needs to wear a little bit of a path. And I ordered a black camo one already because that looks fucking sexy. So I really like their stuff. I also have one of those titanium Sharpies coming. The one that you can put titanium, or you can put Sharpie refills in. Because I find myself using Sharpies a lot. Like shipping stuff, when I get packages, marking them off. Like, so I'm going to try one of those. It's called the Mark Smith from Soul something. But they're sending me one to check out, which is cool of them. Did you end up getting stitches on the cut? No. I just wrapped that bitch up, put butterfly. I should have, probably. I don't know. It was such a clean cut. Like, it just went straight in, and, dude, his blades are sharp as fuck. Like, you know, imagine this going in you. The hollow grind and everything, like, super clean. So it was like basically a stab wound, but really, you know, it was pretty shallow. He's also doing the Tanto Evo. So he's doing both at the same time. I think the Tanto is going to be the same size as the 2.0. So I think he's doing the 2.0 in this size. Sorry, the Tanto in this size, and the 4.0 is smaller with this blade shape. But I'm not positive. It could be a little bigger. I'm not sure. The Tanto. But the Tanto doesn't interest me at all. I'm not a fan. Kev, you may not watch football because you're a knife nerd, but go Bears. Yeah. I'll probably watch the Super Bowl, but I don't know. I just haven't been into it the last couple of years. Just like balls deep in the knife stuff. I heard they were doing a Lefty, so we'll see. No. We were gonna go, but we bailed because all we have is like 20 of those growlers to sell, and that's not enough to make it worth it. And like I said, we're trying to be careful with money, taxes and shit. I found out, how much I gotta pay, which is fine. We have it, we're fine. But I don't know, it just didn't make sense. We're gonna be at Atlanta. Colin lives there, and then we should be at Blade West too. I messaged you back on IG. That's my fault. I ended up getting way too many knives in, and I was overloaded. Just Bobby Stitches alone sent me 15 knives. Then I have about 10 others in. Jesus. I'll get them out tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, you got to learn to just prioritize the ones that need to go places. It's a learning experience. And for me, I hate having more than a few loaners because I'm one of those people who has to like record and get the shit out the door. Like I'll get shit out the door in a couple days usually because I just don't like holding knives. Yeah, he said he's not doing dealers this time. So like dealers won't have any after the fact. He's trying to capitalize on the pre-order. And it probably was a pain somehow with the shipping to do it. I don't know. April ETA. Okay. How long ago was that pre-order? Do you have a mash handy to illustrate? No, unfortunately. I don't have one. I sent mine to Parker to mod, and I have prototypes with different blade shapes, but they're my wife's sleeping, so sorry. But I can try to explain it on another knife. So, like the grind I was talking about is this up here. They were calling this a plunge grind, which is possible that that's what that's called. I don't know. I always called this the plunge grind. But basically, this grind right here on the mash is going to come up more. It's going to come up more. It's going to terminate a little earlier. And that's going to make the spine in the handle when closed. So right now, if you had a mash, the tip will be centered. Well, hopefully the tip is centered. But then if you look down the spine here, it might not be centered. The spine of the blade might not be perfectly centered between the scales. That's something that bugs me. It doesn't bug many people, but it bugs me. So that's going to be updated, hopefully. And then for the acoustics, you have this liner lock is mounted inside the scale, right? So the scale is milled out and then the liner is nested into it. Well, the way it's nested, I guess, is not as tight a fit as we would want. And that can cause some kind of reverberation, I guess, and give you that acoustic sound that some people like and some people don't. I'm one who doesn't like it. So I wanted that updated. And then we added more aggressive jimping on it. I don't think we extended it, but I think we just made it more aggressive. So there's that. I don't know what else there was, but just quality or constant quality improvement stuff. I have a serious question. Why can't we just have tons of jimping? Like I feel too many knives don't have enough. Yeah, I'm the opposite, dude. I don't want jimping when I don't need jimping. Like the Pony Stout, I don't think this knife needs jimping at all. It doesn't have any. Like I don't know why you would need jimping on a knife like this. And if you need to bear down, there's no problem bearing down on it. So we see no need for jimping on this. Now on the full size, enough people said they would have liked it. So on the V2, we did add jimping up here, which makes more sense because this is a knife you might hold back here and choke down on, right? Or bear down on to do some work because it's a knife that can handle that kind of stuff. I wouldn't put the Pony Stout through, a tree. This you might try. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean. This D10's so fucking strong. That's why I kept this one. On the Growler, on the V2, we added jimping down to here. So we were going to test it and do like jimping to here and then do another patch up here. But we ended up asking to see how it would look all the way down. And then they just ran with that for some reason. I don't know. It was communication with Kubi. The V2 prototypes will have the same hole, but we're working on another version with a company. Nothing to worry about there, but we are planning to shrink the hole a little bit, like from this angle, because enough people didn't like the size of the hole. I got used to it, and it really just never bothers me, and I enjoy thumb flicking it, but it seems to be a point of contention, so we figure. And on the nip design, we use this hole, and we shrunk it a little bit, and we like how it looks. So you may see that on the V2. We may update it. The prototypes won't have it because we didn't think of it in time. But we'll see on the US version if we decide to do that or not. But that's something that might be happening. So lots of little things we try to update along the way. Just a flesh wound. Thanks, Ian. Tax fund. You just cost me $1, basically. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's good, dude. A trick, Todd, is try to stay off the lock bar. It gets really tight if you touch the lock bar at all. That's one reason I gave it away. I suck at lefty frame locks. Like, I'm just really bad at them. Yes, they are, Ian. Yes, they are. Leandro Crystal Skull. I don't know what that is, but somebody sent me. Oh, it's Nebula. What up, dude? Somebody sent me a skull. I don't have it. It's downstairs. I don't know. My kid was into it, but it was made out of some kind of material like that, acrylic or something. Shout out to Jack Wolf who sent that. Not Jack Wolf Knives, different Jack Wolf. I don't think the acoustics are bad. I think where the blade stop hits on the curve of the blade, it dulls it a bit, though. Yeah, I believe that's one thing we're adjusting a little bit, because I wasn't quite sure if it was or not already, but when I asked about that, because I had a couple people say it's weird where it hits, and they were like concerned it was going to be able to go past it. It can't. I've tried whacking the shit out of it, and I haven't had any issues, but because anyway. So I asked Kubi about it, and what they said they would do is put a little concave right in that area. So when it comes in and hits the pin will go into a little recess that's shaped like the pin, and it'll sit a little snugger or differently. I don't know. I couldn't tell, though, if that's how it was or if that's what they were changing for V2 or round 2, whatever, batch 2. So I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was something they were adding. So that might change that a little bit. And then I think it has a lot to do with the internals, too. So we'll see, And if we need to make adjustments for a third batch, we'll do that. Oh, the one that I have is worth $40K? I'm just kidding. Jesus, $40K. Yeah, if anybody needs a crystal skull, hit up Nebula. He sells them. He has a shop. I noticed that right hand reverse flick, forget about it, but I can easily get it left-handed, though. Such a weird feeling. Yeah. Isn't it weird, dude? Like, it's almost not good. Like, it's almost awkward having a lefty knife. Well, one, because of the lock, right? But two, because now it's almost hard to fidget right-handed because you're just not used to doing this and everything. But like left-handed, I can pick up any right-handed knife and just it's like second nature to do this, right? But this is super weird. I'm gonna cut myself. Like I'm gonna shoot this down and cut myself, and like it's not fun. So you end up just fidgeting left-handed with your lefty knives. And then it's kind of unfortunate because you want to use both hands, you know? It's just interesting. So that reminds me, if you're left-handed and you do want to pick up a knife, Combat Beads has a knife that he's offering in Lefty, but if we don't order enough, it's not happening. And he only needs like 10 more ordered or something. So if you're a lefty and you know it, I suggest you order one. I picked up this one with the carbon fiber for $330, but there's one version that's $275, I think. It actually reminds me a lot of the Praytheon. Right? Doesn't it look like this, sort of? But yeah. So if you're interested, pick one up because otherwise it's not happening. $275, that's not bad. He also has a micro fixed blade, the Scout, that looks pretty cool. I have some stuff coming from traditional pocket knives, and one of those is a little fixed blade. I'm excited about that. I wanted to show you guys our swag page just to see if anybody's interested in some Divo swag. We added a bunch of shirts. So we have the patches, obviously. I don't know why it says sale. I got to take that. Somehow, I don't know why it says that because it's not a sale. It's just a good price. Just a good price. We have Dead Nut shirts in blue, black. We have Divo shirts. The prices, guys, are because we're doing tri-blend. And tri-blend shirts just cost more money. We do have one economy shirt in the basic Divo design. And that one, I got to find it. I don't know where he put it. But that one's like, I don't know how much. $25 or something like that. You have the Slip Life shirts right here. They come in all different colors. And these do have imprints on the back as well. So it's not just a front print. It's another reason it costs a little more. And then we're making like $6 if you use the code Lefty10. So we have mugs. If you guys want some Divo mugs, we got some different design. I really like this design right there. I want to do a patch like this, but we'll see. $16 for a mug. I mean, that's not bad, right? I don't know. We've been over this. I don't know why I can't find the that one Divo shirt. The economy one. Maybe he got rid of it. I don't know. But those are all the designs. There's a whole bunch of fucking designs. So there you go. Anyway. Is there anything else we wanted to check out before I do the giveaway and wrap it up? Or do you guys have any questions? I bought one of the cool ass coffee. Ah, sweet, dude. Thank you. We appreciate you, man. If you're a lefty and you know it, yeah, man. What? I don't know what nonsense you're spewing over here. That's all they're for. I'm just kidding. I would assume it's on their website. Probably on their website. But yeah, here's a closer look at the slip from Troy. It's got this black, which looks brown, but I guess it's because it's black on red would make it look brown, I guess. They put this wax on top, and it wears in, and then the real color, the red, shows through. It's interesting. And it's for my... The problem I'm having is maybe getting it out, but I guess these are a little loose. So I can pop it up and then reach in. I don't know. I might ask him, or maybe I can do it. Just trim off like a little bit, because I think it needs to come off a little bit. Because it's hard to get to the knife unless you put these flaps down, which I guess is fine. But it's for the shank knives ally. I don't know why I love this knife so much. I do. It's different. I guess that's why. It's flipper only, but it just has this interesting push button to it. And then you get that really good action. It's just, I don't know. It's unique in a good way. And the no clip thing makes it fun. So I can get a slip and pimp it out like this. So we'll see. But yeah, I might talk to Troy and see if he can just trim off. If you took off a 1/4 of an inch, even less, then I could grab the knife. That's ideal for me, is to be able to grab it, because that's how I do it, right? Grab it like this, pull it out. It sounds kind of different. Yeah, it does. I don't know what that's all about. It might just be the design of the knife, because it has like the milling ridge here or whatever. I don't know. It's a little thicker than usual, I think, too. It could be because of the knife. I don't know. The knife's thicker. Might be a little chunkier. No, I don't know. Just different. It's the Growler, CB. I actually sold my Factor to a buddy who was like dying to get a Factor. Every day he was messaging me like, "Oh, I saw a Factor. Is it worth $450 or whatever?" And I'm like, "No, just wait. Dealers are gonna have them in a month, and they'll be $375 or whatever, and you're gonna see them all over the secondary. They're gonna be all over the secondary, because he ordered 2,000 of them. Of course, people who need money or whatever. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot of them. But anyway, I was like, I'll just sell you mine. I loved it. Great knife. No complaints. As a fidgety, X-Acto knife in your pocket, it's not like super comfortable where you're gonna work with it for hours. But I don't work with knives for hours, so it was perfect for me. But once I review something, and it's just rare that something stays in my collection long term. Like, the exceptions are the Evo 2.0 has been in my collection for over 2 years now, which is no, 3? No. I don't know. You guys tell me. I got this in, somebody do math. I got this in December of 2020. So December 21, December 22. Okay, 2 years, Kev. 2+ years. I've had this. I've only had this for like, I don't know. How long have I had this one, guys? 4 months, 5 months, something like that. When did I jizz my pants in the truck? I had a full size before that for most of last year. So I've had NFSD in the collection for going on a year, maybe. And then I've had this Urban for around the same amount of time, a year or so. But I mean, that's, I've had a F5.5 for, maybe a little longer than the Evo, but there was a time I didn't have one for like 5 or 6 months. And then other than that, I've had like 3 at a time. I just sold my blacked out one, so all I have now is this one. So I have the hand satin with tie and the lynch clip and the strong detent. I've had a Jaeger since those released again sometime last year. I had a couple, but now I'm down to one again. Love this one. I have the Zerk kit on the way to try. Which now I'm regretting because I'm like, why did I do that? It looks great, all Moku tied out and shit. Yeah. There's a few other ones, like all the Jack Wolves. I've had them for, 9 months or 10 months. And then there's like some budget stuff. But anyway, the point is, knives don't stick around long term. So it's not really an indication of how good a knife is. Oh, yeah, I got rid of the goat a long time ago. I sold it to Colin at Blade Show last year. Great knife. Again, fantastic knife. Just never carried it because I have too many knives and I review knives. What's the point of having 200 knives? I can't carry them. Like, that's my rule, right? I have a 30-day rule. If I don't carry a knife for 30 days, unless it's sentimental or somehow extremely special, like an FSD or an Evo, but those tend to find their way in my pocket anyway once a month because I'm like, damn, I should pimp out today, right? But if I don't carry a knife for 30 days, I sell it. That's the rule. Makes it easy for me, and sometimes, a lot of times, I know right away that it's not going to make it 30 days, so I just sell it. Nope, Roosevelt's gone too. I do love the Roosevelt. I wasn't carrying it. And it was like $1,200 just sitting there. Why wouldn't I sell it? I'm not made of money, you know what I mean? Divo fidget, I don't know. I have a hard time finding, like, how do I find a company to make it? Because they're so unreliable, these fidget companies. So I got to use a regular OEM, which means I got to teach them everything about fidgets and what makes them good, So I don't know. I want to do a coin that's shaped like a bottle cap at some point. What up, Mattisfaction? What up, Matty or Marty? What's going on, buddy? Yeah, dude, it's the blade shape. If Oz did a sheep's foot style blade, I'd be all over that shit. I want his pen, though. Do want that pen. How big is your collection at the moment? This big. And the second, like the back rows are a lot of like budgety knives, more affordable, like, an Asher, a Royal, the Vosteed. Some of it's like stuff that's in for review. I guess they're mine technically. I don't have any loaners in right now. They sent them to me to review, but I'll either pass them around to other reviewers or give them away to you guys. Yeah. So not that matters that they're budget knives, but and then if you count like prototypes from Divo and shit, yeah, like sure, I have another 20 knives if we're counting like all that kind of stuff. And then like the gas station sentimental knives and stuff like that, I have a bag of those somewhere. There's like 20. So if you wanted to count every bladed object that I own, it would be like 60 or so. But if you're just counting core, like real collection, you know what I mean? Real collection, probably like 35, something like that. It grows, and then I go, fuck this, and I sell a bunch. As soon as this case starts filling up too much, where I'm like deciding where to put shit, sell shit. And then you got to count the Jack Wolves. I always forget about the Jack Wolves. I got 10 of those that are like, this is what I was telling Ben the other day. It literally is an indication of how much I truly love those knives, right? Like, I know there's a lot of people that think that those of us that get those knives for the channels to review are just like, he's just sending us the knife. We say it's good because he gives us the knife, right? First, I just don't roll like that. If I don't like something, I don't even want it. Like I don't want somebody to send it to me if you know what I mean? Or I shit on it and then they never send me anything again, which is fine. That's their prerogative. But my job is to be honest and review the knife. You guys know me and my preferences, and you can determine what you need to from that. You know what I mean? Anyway, but what I was telling Ben is it's funny. Like, I literally never consider selling a Jack Wolf. Like, I have a case of them. I never look over there and go, ooh, I could get 300 for that. I could get whatever for that. I could get whatever for that. Not a single moment goes by where I put dollar signs on them, which is what I do. I put dollars, like I'm looking at this going, I got another one, this is probably like 450, 500. If I needed some money or my credit card got a little tight or whatever, then I just start selling shit. But the Jack Wolves never crossed my mind. Like, they're just solidified, and I don't know what to do in a year or two when I have 30 of them. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I can't just, I don't know. I've never been in that situation. Like, I sell everything. Like, I would sell your mom if I could. If she was in my collection, I would sell her. But not my Jack Wolves. Or my Evo. I'll never sell this. All right. I'll calm down there. I'm not going to say I'll never sell something, but never crosses my mind. You know what I mean? I never look at this and go, oh, I could get $1,200 right now for this or whatever. I could probably get more for this one because this is the pimpest Evo 2 on the planet. Get out of here. I'm just messing, but I don't know. I just find that whole thing interesting. Like, it surprised me when I was like, yeah, shit, I never even think to sell those. By the way, does anybody want to buy this Praetheon? Come on. Somebody out there needs it. Like, it's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, I love this knife, but I have two, and I'd rather have the, $500 or whatever. $450. I got $550 into it probably, but I would sell it for $450. It's got the backspacer too. Come on, Mike, where you at? Where's Mike? Where's Mike Yay at? He buys all my knives. Where you at, dog? I know you already have one, but look how pimp this is. Look how pimp that is. No, fuck no, Josh. It's the this is the CF one. This is the one I want to keep. I just think it's a little lighter. I'd prefer that one. This isn't heavy. I don't know. That one I like a little better personally. This is titanium with Zircuti inlays and backspacer, and then a satin 20 CV blade on skiffs, of course. So good. So I would also just keep it too. But anything else I'm selling? I sold that other F5. Unfortunately, your mom's not here right now. She left for the night before the live stream, so can't sell you her. I would probably sell the Mach 3. This is another case of I love the knife. There's no reason behind it. It's just I can't keep every knife. I mean, I probably could. I could pull it off, but like I just don't feel the need. I'd rather recycle and then buy cooler shit or more shit, This knife's awesome, though. Arcane doesn't usually do super well in the secondary. I've done okay with their stuff. I'll tell you what, Carpo. This is a lesson I've learned, and I'm good at it, is timing. Timing is fucking important, dude. If you want to go sell your Arcane Design Abyss right now, you're probably not gonna command much because he's doing a drop tomorrow, or he always has them in stock. But when I got the Abyss brand new, I knew right away it wasn't going to stick around. So I was like, I'm just going to sell it. I sold it 2 days later and I got my money back out of it, or slightly less. I usually always get slightly less, but enough. You know, I usually see like 20, $30 is like a rental fee for having the knife and enjoying it, making a video. I lose 20, $30, whatever. But timing is important. Like right now, people probably want Praytheons, right? I don't know. If I went online and tried selling it, I don't know what would happen. I'm not saying I could. I'm just saying that's the way to do it, I think. Like the field duty, I got that in, immediately knew this is not going to last long. Like, yeah, I kind of made it good enough for me right now, but ultimately I'm going to sell this knife. So let me fucking jump on it now, get my money back out of it or most of it, and then not wait. Because if you waited, guess what? Right now you're losing $100 on a field duty if you can sell it. You get my fucking point. Sorry, I'm just beating a dead horse. Like, come here, horse. Mach 3 is Riot. Very well done. Very well done. I love that fucking knife. I don't know why I always want to sell it. So stupid. It's really good. So it's like an F5. I think I posted my comparison, right? My battle. It's like an F5 that's just, you know, a little different with fat carbon, a top flipper. It's thinned out a little bit. I don't know why I think it's like an F5, but it is. Okay. Okay. I lost $100 on that field. Yeah, see? I lost $30. I think I paid $490 and I sold it for $460. So I still lost money, but like not as much. I just don't like trying to make money on knives. And I also just want to sell them and move on. Like if you try to make money on knives, you got to wait. I don't want to wait. But yeah. Still waiting on my Field Duty 3.5. It will never be as good as the Field Duty EDC. Yeah, the Field Duty EDC is good. That one doesn't have as much of closing action as this one does, but it has a way better detent. And I like the size better. The problem with 3.5 is it's fat. It's thick. 2 C's. And then detent thing. It's kind of like a little chode. It's a little chody, honestly. Yeah, Riot did the new lift. Yeah, no insert on that. Just like the Mach 3. Titanium with no just like the Field Duty 3.5. I have one actually in the mail coming to me. The titanium ABNT. I pre-ordered it. I might sell that too. I like the knife. I love the design. I think it's unique and interesting. That blade shape just, I don't know. I've tried so many times to like get over the blade shape being belly up to the tip. I just don't like that on knives. That's why I don't like the Lanny's clip design. Full circle. I don't like having that belly up to a tip thing. Debating if I should send my Field Duty back. Yeah. I know it's a tough decision, guys. But if it could be like a snappy detent like the original Field Duty, that would make a huge difference to that knife. Did anyone else find the Evo 3 was kind of not worth the price? Yeah, no, for sure it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was a Wii knife in quality. It was, well, Wii's pretty fucking good, honestly, but I don't quite understand the price point on Evo, on CKF. They're just mad expensive made in China knives. And I think it's mostly because they kind of tune them and shit, apparently, in Russia. Probably a lot of importing and shit like that. And then you have the designer probably getting a bigger cut than normal. And then they make profit. A good amount of it, I would assume. And maybe Kevin John charges, more or whatever. I don't know. But I agree. They're pricey. And I didn't love the 3, but yeah, ponies are coming, man. Don't you worry. Couple months now. Yeah, I mean, the reason mine's on the way back is because I had to send it in because it had lock stick. It was very minor, but it was enough to bug me. So they replaced it. But I haven't heard a lot of people talk about lock stick. So Riot's like the only company I trust with that. Titanium liner lock, no insert. He said they were going to just fix it. He didn't say how. I would assume they're going to have to put a larger ball in it. Because I think I could have bent that liner all the way out and it wouldn't have made a difference because that ball is fucking minuscule. Yeah, Nico, I agree. I'm going to agree with you. I think you're right. We talked about that one earlier. I like the look. I pre-ordered one in Lefty. So I try to promote and support the Lefty stuff. The problem with it is, so here's the thing with Lefties, right? And I can say this because I am one. We bitch and we complain that we don't get enough Lefty knives. And then when we do, we don't order them. We don't buy enough. Like Vero did the Axon Lefty. He still has those fucking knives. He did one run. He probably ordered 500 or something, but one fucking run, and he still has them. Like, what is it? It's been like a year and a half. So the problem is you have a small portion of the community, right? People say 10%. It's probably more like 6 or 7%. I don't know. Why the fuck am I saying that? I don't know. But then it's not just like, oh, so 10% of people are left-handed. So if I sell a knife that's left-handed, it's still a lot of fucking people, 10%. Yeah. But then you got to take into consideration the same stuff you do normally, which is preferences, finances. Like not every lefty can afford a $300 knife. Not every lefty likes a drop point. Not every lefty likes a frame lock. Not every lefty's going to see your post, etc. And that number just fucking dwindles down. And that's why you end up with 30 orders. So that's why I haven't really done any lefty knives or thought about it. Plus, I kind of like righty knives. Just I want them to work left-handed. But with Best Tech, they will do, I think they'll do runs of 50. So I might try to do it on the Stout B2 if I can. And if I can, then I'll get rid of the reversible clip, which righties might like. So we'll see. I talked to Kubi. They will do lefties, but you basically have to order another run. So I'd have to order 300 knives to do a run in lefty from Kubi. And I don't know. 300 is a lot of fucking knives for lefties to buy. The F3 combat beads, Scout F3. Look up combat beads. Go order one, Tori, because we need to order more to get the goddamn order in. And he's like 10 short. As of last night, before I posted, there's like 10 short. We can do it, man. We can do it. Did you order one, Chris? Okay, well, go order it, man. No, I've done that to people. I've literally sent them lefty knives just to show them how terrible it is. It sucks. And you can't pick up like an ambi knife or something. I'll put a link in, guys, if you want to pick up the combat beads. Make sure you order a lefty, though. There's 2 versions. 2. That's 3. You should try it. I'm just trying to sell them right now because I want that order to go in. So upcoming lefty knives. We have the Vero Synapse, which is dropping this month sometime. I was talking to them today, and they didn't even know. Like, that they were going to drop them this month. They were all confused. They have too many fucking drops. I love it. That's some baller shit. So anyway, this is dropping this month. Obviously, the Field Duty eventually is coming out, Lefty, but as of right now, I'm not going to buy any more of his knives at the moment. That's how strongly disappointed I am right now. So that's going to be Lefty, the Scout F3. You have the Dan Carahar knives that have come out. The Trevor Berger Urban that just came out, Lefty. That's 5. You're going to have the Evo pre-order, Lefty. The Dawn, Lefty. I don't know if I'm missing any stuff, but I mean, that's a lot of fucking knives that are Lefty knives. I mean, it's cool. Cool to see. We'll see how many I end up with, but favorite Divo so far. So for me, it would be the ones that have released. The Pony hasn't released. But anyway, out of the knives, I think the Pony Stout and the Buzz are my favorite. Once I get prototypes of other ones, that might change. I did really love the Growler. Oh, do I have one here? I know I put it away. The Growler prototypes we got, the premium ones, those were fucking amazing. But I think the Buzz is probably my favorite. But this Pony Stout, man, I don't know what it is. It's just so good. Like, it just melts into the hand. It's so comfortable. It's got good action. I mean, yeah, this thing's going to be sick for $85 or, $78 shipped or whatever. It's going to be a good one, I think. Long as QSP hits it like they did on these prototypes, we'll be good. And we're going to have a lot of them. We had to order 800, so those are my favorite. And the Barley. I fucking love the Barley. I love them all, actually. I changed my mind. All of them. The Buzz should be end of March, early April, it's looking like. So on track, end of Q1 was the plan. Best Tech's getting back to work, so we'll see if they get them done earlier, but we'll see. 14C on the Pony. 14C, and then either Blue Micarta or Black G10, Stonewash or Black Wash, wired clip, contoured. The scales are contoured. 0.43, I think, on the thickness. 0.43, 0.44. Steel liner lock, all that stuff. And retail should be $85 at White Mountain. With a discount, it'll be, with Lefty 10, you'll pay $78 out the door. I think that's pretty good. Bolster or long enough clip makes the difference for using a frame lock. Yep. That's why I love the Evo. Yeah, his lock bar access has always bothered me. On the cuff, it was horrible, and I actually had it modded, and then it was sick once I cut that in. I always wonder that on knives, why some people just, and I've kind of figured it out. So on the Stout, man, that detent just gets me every time. On the Stout, when they did the prototypes, it didn't have this cut. It was just straight here, and then it just had the chamfers in here. It worked. But so a lot of people design knives for closing like this. Like a normal human being. You push the lock bar over and then close it, right? They don't design knives for you to go like this. Like a baller. So that is why a lot of knives have shitty lock bar access. Because to them, when they close the knife, they just do this. Right? Or they push it over and then they close it with their index finger like this. But us dumbasses are fucking trying to crack our thumbnails. So that's why, in case you're wondering, why it seems so obvious to you that they needed to add this lock bar access. And you're like, how the fuck did they miss that? It's because they don't close the knife the way that you do. So anyway, we try to always add a nice cutback so you can get in there. And I swear on every knife we get a prototype of, I always have to ask for more, even though we try to hit it on the first go. Always ask for more. And that's one of the things on the Praytheon I would love to have seen is more lock bar access. It's not bad, but you know, I would just love to be able to get in there a little deeper, giggity. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep this. How about a premium mini stout? Yeah, that would be on the table if the pony stout does well. I think we'll work on a premium one. I think it would be cool to do it. I'm not quite sure how to do it. Like, would you guys like to see a pony stout with these kind of materials, like a bolster lock with inlay style, or would you prefer to see like this, but titanium scales on it or something? Like keep it a liner lock, but add titanium scales and, you know, S90V or something. I think I would prefer that because then I can keep it thin. It would probably still be a steel liner lock, but at least it would be thin. Because the thing I love about this that this doesn't have is it's really thin, 0.43, 0.44. And that makes a world of difference to me in the hand. I mean, you can see, basically you can remove one of these scales, and that's how thin this guy is. Right? And then you add the contouring to the scale, and it just makes for an amazing ergonomic knife. This is really good. Ergos are great on it. I love it. But from the beginning, I've always thought it was a little thick, you know? So anyway, that's my thinking on that. I'd be curious. All tie. Some people are disappointed. Titanium for sure. Yeah, but I mean like this liner lock or bolster lock. Go FRN and Van-X. Dude, I would love some Van-X. I've been trying to get Van-X, dude. Trust me. It's fucking hard. So Kaiser. I feel like whenever somebody says a company's voting on their designs, I feel like it's always Kaiser. You don't have to tell us, but I'm guessing it's Kaiser. Liner lock, liner and tie, keep it thin, liner. Yeah, that's how I feel. And I don't know what the price would be on a tie liner lock with S90V steel liner. I don't know. I really don't think it would be in the 350 range, but I could be wrong. He's also supporting his family on this. You know what I mean? It makes a big difference when it's your income for your job, you know, like everything. Right now, Divo is our side thing. We're just trying to make it happen, Captain. You know, we're not taking money home. Like I told Colin today, after I talked to the tax guy, we had our 2023 annual company meeting kickoff today, which means we talked on the phone for an hour. And what we talked about was our goal for next year should be around this time when we're doing taxes. Our goal should be we each take 10 grand out and put it in our own bank accounts, right? Like actually make some money. Right? Because as of right now, we've made money because it's a partnership. Technically, legally, it's all our money. You know what I mean? But we haven't taken any money out and like kept it for ourselves, if that makes sense. It all just rolls right back in. So our goal for 23 is to actually make a little bit of money. Like 10 grand for all the work we do is nothing. but like at least it's something. And I feel like we should. It's gotta feel like it's worth something, you know. But anyway, if it was like my full time job, our knives would cost more. Like it would just have to be like they will cost more in general anyway, but they would cost more and more like what you see from a lot of these companies because these guys are this is their life, you know, it's their so all right. You guys know what I'm saying. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm tired. I'm sorry, guys. I've been up since I was in the office today, so I was up at I don't know 7, and it's been nonstop all day. Budget stout start the year. The pony stout's coming in like April. We already had one knife come out this year, the mash. So that started the year. So more mashes, pony stout, buzz, all in production right now. All right. My bad for throwing that out there. Throwing what out there? What did you say? The design thing? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm sorry, dude. You didn't do anything. I don't know why you're saying my bad. Was it Kaiser though? You keep selling outruns in 5 minutes and you'll get there. The mash sold out quick because there was, you know, there was like just about 300 of them. The Buzz pre-order didn't go. That wasn't like balling out. The dealer, luckily we got the dealers involved and we got enough to cover everything. I mean, we would have been able to do it if we dipped into other funds, but like pre-order wise, it barely covered the run. I don't know why. I love that design. Buzz is sick. I'm hoping it when it drops, it'll be a hit because we have extras. But that design's fucking awesome. I can say that because it's mostly Colin. Fucking killed it on that. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. Let's do this giveaway. Thank you, Jeremiah. I gotta work tomorrow actually, so let's wrap this up. All right, so giveaway. Thank you, David. I appreciate that, man. StreamYard giveaway tool. Somebody tried telling me it's case sensitive, so I guess try to be case sensitive. Hashtag slip life, baby. The giveaway is the Olight Perrin 2 Mini. Cool flashlight. And then KPL knife shield and some other KPL. Oh, and then our knife shield and like a cloth and shit. And then a 2-pack of Divo patches, growler and stout. These are pretty sick, just under 2-inch patches. Yeah, these are on the website if you're interested, along with all those shirts I was telling you about, mugs and shit. Basically, go buy our shit. You know, that's what I'm getting at. Man. All packed up for the winter. Yeah, I wonder how hard it is to cut the leather. I'd probably fuck it up. And it looks like he did something to the edges after. Probably be easiest to just send it back to him and have him chop off a little bit. But it's not really hard to get in there either. So I could just learn how to flap it. I'm just not a flap guy. That's what I love about his slips, is how it sticks out a little bit. And it's just quite not enough to grab it. But maybe I'll get used to just spreading the lips. Giggity. All right, you got 10 seconds because I got to go to sleep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's get it to 50. Somebody enter. All right, I'm hitting draw. 3, 2, 1. Draw. Yeah, I hear you, Beef Baron, but I don't know. I always feel weird doing weird stuff like that. I'd rather it just be good. Not, you know what I mean. Acid Test Kids. Shout out to you, bro. Sorry, I'm really tired at this point. I'm going to put my email in the chat here for you. Gmail.com. There you go. Email me, brother. I'll get you taken care of. Just send me your address or DM me, whatever you want to do. Yeah. Sick, baby. Cool. All right. Yeah, that's it, guys. I really appreciate you all coming out and watching the nonsense as usual. Saturday is Said Stevie Live, or whatever he calls it, Said Faction. I'm not sure which one it is. Sorry. Check it out tomorrow night. I think is the Said Faction one. It's Mattis Faction and Stevie. They do one, I think, every Friday now at the same time as Bees, maybe. And then Bees is on, obviously, tomorrow. I don't know if anybody else is on, but I don't know. And then the usual stuff. Anyway, all right. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic day. And I will catch you later.